Hey, this is Mr. Gianelli with your technology tip of the week for December 1st, 2014. And I'm going to be talking to you guys about the hour of code. This is something that I encourage teachers to do, whether you're in elementary school teacher or middle school or even high school. This is a fun activity for your students to get them excited about code, and it's happening all over the world from the week of December 8th. So if you can spare an hour sometime next week, then I encourage you to please give this a try. So when I give you the link, it's going to take you here, and it's got some information. Students try it, teachers host it, and everyone support it. So if you're a teacher and you click host it, it's going to take you to this information right here. So it's going to ask you to type in all your information and just to kind of register your school. There's a guide here, and I'll also post a link to this, just telling you how to do it. So basically there's a video, and you can watch this, or you can just show your students however you want to do it. And then there's some tutorials. You're definitely going to want to try them out before you have your students do them, so you know which one is appropriate for them and what you like. And I'll kind of go through some of those in just a bit. Then register, which is the same thing right here. Don't worry, you probably don't need to worry about planning your hardware needs other than just computers are optional, it says, but since we have access to them, I do encourage you to get yourself some computers for that day, so just have them scheduled. Chromebooks will also work. Plan ahead based on the technology available. If you want to show your students that video, you can beforehand, and then sometime next week, just pick a day, and for 1 hour, you can have them start coding. So when the students go to start coding, you'll give them a link. Basically, they can go to this one, and there's going to be some tutorials for beginners. This is probably what you're going to be starting your students at, because I don't think really any of the students at our school or district are going to have much experience. If you're an elementary school teacher, you probably want to start with either this one or this one. Both of them are for ages 4 and up, or this actually is a little bit more complicated, so 5 and up. But this would work for any grade students. If you're a teacher who's not really feeling very comfortable with this, and you want to just start them simple, this would be fun for pretty much any grade level. So let's just check it out real quick. This is basically a little Angry Bird game, and over here is your code, and over here are the blocks that you can choose. So right now, if we click run, it says when run, move forward. So he moves forward 1 space, but he didn't get to the pig like we want him to, so we have to reset it. Add another block here, and you'll see that if you put it here, it doesn't work. It's got to click into there. And now we run, and there you go, 2 spaces forward. You can also look at the code. This is actually JavaScript that you just wrote, and it's move forward, move forward. So it's actual coding that's going on. They're just doing it in a graphical way. This one is, move forward. They have to do it 3 times. And it starts to get more and more complex as you go along. You can see that up here there's just different blocks. So if it lets me, I'll choose ahead a little bit. You can see that as you go on, it's going to ask you to do more and more complex stuff. So right now, you'd have to turn right and then move forward and then turn left. So you'll see that your character is going to have to get all the way down here, and the students, it'll just guide them through that. So it's fun, not too complicated, but it is coding, and it's a great way for them to learn how video games work and how coding works. This one is a little bit more complex, and again, you're going to want to try these and choose one that you want them to do, and it tells you grades, so grades K through 4. And there's some through grades 5 through 8. So you'll just look at them and pick whatever one you want to do. For the older kids, this is getting 8+. This is more junior high, even high school level. I tried this one out, the Create Pong game, and it's probably about as advanced as you guys are going to want to get. This is definitely going to be something that would even challenge high school students, and but would be doable for middle school. So basically, all the instructions are going to be over here on the right side, and all the coding and stuff is going to be over here on the left side. So you just click begin and it tells you what to do. First step, choose the backdrop by clicking on this icon over here. So you have to go over here and click on the icon and pick your backdrop, and then you click next. And just they have to read the instructions very carefully. It'll guide them through it, and then pretty soon they'll have a video game like Pong that they'll be able to play, and it'll actually have them put script in it, and the script looks like this. So when you click this little flag, which means start the game, you go to motion, say he moves 10 steps forward. So now when I click this, the game starts, he moves like that. And then you can adjust it so that it happens forever. So if I bring that one into it, there we go, I hit the flag and he just keeps moving forever until it comes off the screen. This button will stop the code. And again, all of this is explained right here. They just need to go through, read it carefully. Lots of following instructions. And they might get a little frustrated if they mess something up or whatever, but just, you know, it's fun. And if they work together, I'm sure they're going to be able to get through this. The directions are very clear. They just have to read them carefully and pay attention. So other than that, you know, if you wanted to go a little bit more complex, feel free to look at some of the other ones. This is going to be stuff from Khan Academy. It'll take you to that page. And this is like actually serious programming, not just graphical stuff. So if you feel like your students are ready for it and you want to give it a shot, then by all means give it a try. This is an option for students who don't have computers available, but I think that at this district we do, but you can check those out as well. So basically, you just send them the link to the one that you want them to work on, and they do an hour of code, and that's it. So I hope you guys will join me in having your students try this out sometime next week. And if you have any questions, please email me, and I'd be happy to